Hello, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2020. I'll be your host today, Amy Dremel, and I am so pumped about what's about to happen. Today, we are celebrating you, and by you, I mean all of you. Class of 2020, we're celebrating the fact that you made it to the end of high school. That deserves a clap, right? Is it anything like you've imagined it was going to be? Probably not. But your achievement and your high school years have been incredible. And you moving to the next stage of life is something to celebrate. Now, before we get started, there is only one thing you need to know. This celebration is for everybody in your family. So, bring everybody into the room. If they're not with you or you have family members who can't physically be with you right now, go ahead and call them on the phone, get them on a video chat, or have them jump online and watch the live feed with you. And throw on your cap and gown if you want, because this celebration is starting in 3, 2, 1. I love that phrase, because not only are we talking about where you've been, we're talking about what's next for you. But let's start with where you've been. Chances are the last few years have been filled with some amazing memories. Big wins, some losses, some major milestones, and some really hard work, right? Well, today, we want you to share some of those moments with the people around you. In fact, before today is over, I want you to choose a photo that represents your time in high school. It can be your graduation photo, a sporty pic, or a goofy picture with your friends. But then I want you to make a note about it, something that you'll remember from this year, and then share it with the people who you're celebrating with today. You can talk about it later, maybe over dessert, or you can send it in a family group text or chat, or post it to social media. You don't have to make a speech, and you don't have to write anything fancy, so don't worry about that. Just share one photo of something that you want to remember. Your friends and family, they'll want to hear from you because you are the reason that they're celebrating. Now, let's talk about what's next. By this point, you've probably already made some pretty big decisions about what happens next in life. And there's going to be many more decisions that you're going to make even after this. Maybe more than ever before, the choices that you're making are entirely up to you. starting now. Your decisions about who your friends are, what you do with your time, the kind of people you date, how you handle money, and how you treat other people. All of those things will have big effects on the quality and the direction of your life long after high school. Maybe that kind of responsibility is exciting, and for some of you, maybe it's terrifying. Either way, it's a lot of pressure. So let me take some pressure off you. Here's what I want you to know. Making decisions for yourself isn't the same as making them by yourself. Is your responsibility growing? Sure. Yes, right? But you're not on your own with it. There are family members around you right now who care about you and who are here for you anytime you need advice or encouragement or just someone to listen to. And there are people outside your home who know you and who love you and will be cheering for you in this next stage of life too. In fact, let's hear from some of them right now.
Hello everyone. I'd like to congratulate all of you graduates, and it's been great getting to know you over the last few years. I hope you will stop in sometime on a Wednesday night during Momentum and say hi, and I also pray that God will guide you with your future plans. See ya!
Well, hello, seniors. I just wanted to give you a word of encouragement as you take this next step toward your future. So, there is a lot going on in the world right now, and I know sometimes it can be scary, but you know what? We can rely on God's word and God's strength and His comfort in these times. And I know as a graduate, it is scary to even graduate and think about your future and what you're going to do next. But I just want you guys to know that I am very proud of each and every one of you. I've had the pleasure of watching each of you grow in the Lord during our youth group. And I've had the pleasure of being most of your leaders at some point during our youth group and Momentum. But I just wanted to read you guys a couple Bible verses that would encourage you, and I want you to remember these Bible verses as you look forward in the future. The first one I want to tell you is 1 Timothy 4:12. It's, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. This just simply says, show your faith to everybody that you see, no matter how old or young you are. If you love Jesus and you have faith in God, then let that show. Be the light of Jesus to everybody that you come in contact with, no matter how old you are. The next verse that I want to share with you is Colossians 3:12. Set your minds on things above, not earthly things, because earthly things are not what's important in this life. It's where you're going to spend your eternity, how are you going to live your life, and who are you going to live your life for. Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you, nor will he forsake you. God is always with you, no matter what kind of troubles you're having, whether it be a spiritual battle or a physical battle, or whether it be a mental thing that you're going through. Just remember that God is always with you, and so am I. You can always call me or message me or find me somewhere and get a hold of me, and I will be there to listen and to comfort you as well. But most of all, God will be there. Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. God will guide you. God will guide you in everything that you do. I know that we've talked in our small group before about how easy it is to pray to God and ask God for help. But the hard part is believing that God's going to help you. And the hard part is listening to God. But I know every one of you guys can do that. I know you all love Jesus, and I know you all have the ability and the ears to hear him. Just listen for his voice, look for his signs, and the doors to be opened and closed in your future. I'll miss you guys all next year, and I hope to see you again in the future. Pop in and say hi. It was just a really big pleasure being your small group leader and seeing you guys grow in youth group. Love you guys.
Hey seniors, PK here. I can't tell you how much I wish we were doing this in person, but I'm so thankful for technology that lets us have some sort of digital graduation celebration. So today, we are marking your transition from adolescence into the beginning of adulthood, and that means change for everybody, which is one of the reasons for so much fanfare. And while this year has been completely different than any before, it's still a reason to celebrate. Not because something is ending. Our relationship with you does not end today. It starts now a whole new way, and it's exciting. Parents, let me say, you made it to one of the biggest milestones in parenting. Congratulations. That's awesome. This is both the end, but not the end. You will never stop being a parent, but this next season is one in which your role is shifting to more of a coach or a mentor or a guide. Less hands-on with the daily details of life, but with just as much heart. Prayer. Prayer is one of the best gifts you can offer during this transition. Prayer for your son or daughter. Prayer for yourself that God will help you let go. And to our Momentum small group leaders and adult mentors, you've been a safe place. You've been a safe place during this real struggle of high school. Your role is changing, but the struggles in life won't go away. You have a new and a deeper relationship with your seniors starting now. Now is this time to start planning a time to get together over the summer to process some big questions that will follow your student into this next phase. This is your unique gift in this season. Being a listening ear through this transition. And finally, seniors. Things are changing, but I want you to know you are not alone. We're going to see you in a totally different way from now on, but you're still so important to us. This is always going to be your home. You can come back no matter what, no matter how far you wander. You can call us for no matter what reason for the rest of your life. We want you to know how you're doing and how we can help. And I want you to know you are never a bother. It can be hard to know what to say in moments like this. But most important is thank you. This is the season to give the gift of gratitude, to say thank you to your parents, to leaders, to people in the church, to other adults who have been on this journey with you. I want you to know you don't belong to us. You belong to Jesus. And it has been an honor to watch him lead you and change you. And we trust him with you starting now. My hope for each of you is that you are going to keep the faith and keep walking with Jesus, diving into his word daily, making him always the center of your life. At times, you may want to quit. You may get discouraged, and you may have pieces of you get broken. It will be more important now than ever before you get to that to nurture your walk with God. Know him and make him known. And go, you guys, go build his kingdom. Lastly, engage in a local church wherever you are. Whether it's at college, here in Becker or Big Lake or the surrounding communities, you always have a church home at Becker Baptist Church and Momentum. If you struggle finding a church when you're at college, call me up, get in contact with me. I will help you. If you continue to live locally, I would love for you to stay connected and engaged with the church. See me and let's talk more about this. I want to pray for you, so join me in prayer. Oh, Lord God, I thank you for the seniors, Lord. I thank you for how you've had your hand on their life. And I thank you for their parents. I thank you for the directions and the safety that you watched over them and protected them and kept them. I thank you for the forgiveness you give them when they've made poor decisions. I thank you for their parents, for always pouring into them, for leading them, guiding them, providing for them. Lord, as they are stepping out into a new phase of life, as this journey of one chapter is closing and it's a whole new chapter and a whole new journey beginning, I pray, Lord, that they would always take you with them, that they would keep you at the center. And as they keep you at the center, you would have great plans for them, that you would make their path straight. That doesn't mean, Lord, we know that there won't be valleys and there's not going to be hills and there's not going to be rough spots. But Lord, in those times, I pray that they keep their eyes focused on you and they don't look at the waves and the wind and their surroundings, but they just stay focused on you, that they pour into you, they press into you. And Lord, I pray that you would just surround them with godly friends, surround them with godly believers, point them in the direction that they should go and help them to walk in it. Give them faith that is courageous, give them faith that is bold. Watch over them, protect them, and just help them to love you more than anything in this world. Lord, I pray that no matter where they go and what directions they go in, Lord, that they would shine the light of you, that they would proclaim the gospel, and that you would be with them all the days of their life. I ask this all in the name of Jesus. Amen. I love you guys. So one more thing. We believe that every graduate needs a team and mentors and cheerleaders in this next stage of life. And we want to make this super simple for you. Students, would you please go check out onmyteam.org. That's onmyteam.org, because you need a team. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, PK, it's time for me to make my own decisions. I can do this on my own, okay? And that is true, but I want you to think about it this way, okay? You are becoming the CEO of your life. You're the boss, okay? And just like the CEO of any organization or business, you need a team of people with experience and expertise and wisdom to help you see the whole picture and to make great decisions. That's why the most powerful leaders, even the president, has a team of advisors. Now, you get to choose the people on your team. Your parents are on your team, but I want you to think of about 3 to 5 additional adults to be on your team. First, think of people who make wise decisions in their own lives. This should be a no-brainer, right? If someone makes bad decisions in their life, you don't really want them helping you make decisions for yours. You can still be friends with them, of course, but you don't want them on your team. That's just a bad idea. Second, think about people who care about you enough to tell you what you don't want to hear. When you want to make a decision, there's usually a reason. And we all know those people to go to if we just want a yes. We all have those people who will tell us what we want to hear and make us feel good about our ideas. But if you want to have consistently wise decisions, you're going to need somebody who loves you enough to disagree with you, to point out when your plans maybe set you up for not the best outcome, and to help you figure out a better alternative. So think of those people and then go to onmyteam.org and print out the postcard and invite them to be on your team. Or you can take a screenshot and text it to them. Your mentors also will sign up, and you will have ways to ask them questions, and they will get reminders and ideas of how to check in with you. It's a kind of a win-win. So go check it out. God bless.
That was so good. All right, seniors, I want you to know that the people around you could not be any more proud than they are of you right now. And today is a big day for them too. Chances are your family or the people you live with have been cheering for you, praying for you, and thinking about your future for a long time. Maybe even since the day you were born. And so, starting now, you should know they're behind you and cheering for you no matter what, and they are with you anytime you need them. In fact, for the next few minutes, we're gonna let the people around you in your room speak to you directly. We're gonna put a slide in here and it's gonna be on the screen, and when it comes on, I want you to pause this video and then just take a few minutes and let each person in your family answer the questions. I am proud of you because blank. One thing I hope for the future is blank. So the slide's gonna come up, pause it, have a short conversation, and then jump back on. I love these conversations and that they're happening for you right in your homes today. I hope that they're reminding you that while you're moving on from this stage of life, you're not moving away from the relationships that matter to you in high school. Your parents, your family members, your mentors, your small group leaders, your youth pastor, they are all still going to be around. And the way that you hung out with them maybe in high school might change, but the relationship with them will continue for the rest of your life. So call them, video chat with them, keep them updated on your life. Let them encourage you and celebrate the next year with you, just the way that they are right now. And don't forget to ask questions. Nobody expects you to have all the answers on the first day of your adult life. So it's okay to phone a friend or an uncle or an aunt or a pastor or a mentor, or you get the idea. In fact, you don't even have to wait until you move away or to a different city to begin these conversations. Starting now. Make a list of the people you want to text and that you want to check in with each week. And even go as far as putting a reminder on your calendar. I'll tell you, you'll be glad that you did. And now, before today is over, I imagine that your family is maybe gonna share dessert together because families like to do that. And as you do, thank them. Thank them for what they meant to you in high school. And maybe even share that photo that we talked about earlier. And family members, today is a day to spend telling your senior how proud you are and what you hope for them in the next stage of life. Remember, even though graduation didn't look this way that you had in your mind, the celebration is still on, right? And so today is we're celebrating because you are worth celebrating. Oh, and one more thing, good celebrations always come with good photos. So don't forget to take a family photo of your celebration today. Now, on behalf of everyone that's sitting with you right now, or on your video chat or texting or in your family right now, everyone that you've seen on the screen today, and everyone here at Momentum, congratulations to the class of 2020. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for each of you.
upon you for 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and the children, and their children. May His presence go before you, and behind you, and beside you, all around you, and within you. He is with you, He is with you, in the morning, in the evening, in your coming, in your going, in your weeping and rejoicing. He is for you, He is for you, He is for you, He is for